hours.
This is small fry for you, lad. You're going to be on mainland Europe.
Mate,
So
I'm going to be sleeping in
couple
Europe.
of days, you're going to be in mainland Europe going, this place is huge.
It is a beautiful day for a ride out. There's about 8 or 9 of us going out to Suffolk today for a long ride. And the sun is out. I am really fucking tired. I kept waking up last night, kind of like Christmas Day. And there's loads to sort out. There's a lot of things you need to know. I mean, a lot of things to consider before going to Europe that you might want to know. So I will talk about those as well, either here or in the next one. But I'm pushing the whole trip by one day. So now I'm not leaving on Wednesday morning, I'm leaving on Thursday morning. I'm going to go down to Brighton Thursday night, stay with a friend of mine, and then head down 9:30 in the morning to Newhaven to get the ferry across. But there's a few things that I need to sort out, like travel insurance. The bike insurance is fine, and I'll talk about all the specifics later. But for now, I need to get shifty on to get to this ride out in time. So yeah, maybe tonight. Why is it coming so close?
Then again, for me it's like you choose, you want to enjoy the event or film the event.
Yeah.
And like you start the conversation, it's all nice, and then you take your camera out and the conversation...
And then it dies.
I think like there are days for filming, there are days just for enjoying.
Yeah.
So,
Look at that view. Beautiful. Fuck, man. How new is that?
fucking ridden cables.
Yeah. That's pretty new as well.
One to dig the hole, 3 to 1.
Look at it from this angle.
Who needs roadside assistance when you've got 7 others that can do the job with you? The clutch cable snapped, and they've just put a new nib on the top, which seems to be holding. Put it on first time and it just came straight off, and we just put it on really tight now. Is it good? Right, so Jason's clutch cable's fine, but my bike just stopped working again. It's got this issue with the side stand sensor, I think, so when you go to pull away and put it into gear, it cuts out even though it's up. We seem to have cleaned it out. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. This is exactly why I wanted to do a long ride out today, just to eke out all the issues that might happen with this bike.
Go through those roads to check the dates. Make sure you are either ahead or...
That's my route.
The day
That is breakfast done. I just had some schooling on the mic and the gain, so now it should sound better when I'm speaking. So let's see how it sounds. Thank you, mate. Cheers. I don't know what happened there. A bit of cream, because otherwise I get these really weird tan lines on my hands from these gloves. As you can see, burning already. Just had another little stop off. We were all feeling pretty tired after riding for about 4 or 5 hours now on the road. We've got about an hour left to go now until we get to the destination, which is basically the sea.
Hey, this is fucking small fry for you.
3 hours.
This is small fry for you, lad. You're going to be on mainland Europe.
Mate,
So
I'm going to be sleeping in
couple
Europe.
of days, you're going to be in mainland Europe going, this place is huge.
Good morning. It is the 1st of July, which makes it Monday morning. I am leaving Thursday morning at 9:30. I booked the ferry last night, almost couldn't get one. in the morning anyway. It was going to have to be 5:30, but I managed to find one through a third-party website because they were sold out on the official one. So luckily got that for £44. Obviously my clutch cable snapped the other day, and I replaced that, and then we went on a ride out, and Simon's throttle cable snapped, and Jason's clutch cable snapped. So it's just really flagged up to me that I should definitely take some either spare cables or some repair kits just in case it all goes wrong. We did manage to put a repair kit on Jason's and it worked fine. So, you know, I think it's worth getting a couple of those just in case. Also, obviously, the reason I went for this long ride out, it turned out to be a really long one. It was about 8 hours in total on the road. It was a really good bit of preparation towards Europe, but also exhausting. But I discovered that my side stand sensor is still playing up. That's the only issue I seem to have with the bike now. And I phoned up Bacon's Kawasaki, who is the dealership that I bought it from. And by the way, they've been incredible. And they've really been on it. They're really kind of attentive to the fact that I'm leaving on Thursday. And they've managed to get everything done and kind of fast forwarded for me so far. And they just said that they'll order one in, and if they can't get one in time, they'll just take one off one of the bikes in the showroom and give that to me for now so I can go on time. It's incredible. Also, the final thing that I need to do today is clean out the relays and recoat them with dielectric grease. There's loads that I want to cover. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that I was like, shit, do I need that? Do I actually need that to go legally to this country? So I'll try and shove that all in a vlog before I leave. It's just finding the time now. Everything's kind of condensing in more and more. And I don't really want to be having a backlog of stuff to kind of put in these entries. So I'll try and get these out before I leave. This has been a long talking one, but I just wanted to talk through what I needed to get done before I head off. I'm currently waiting until it's 8:30 in the morning so I can call some insurance companies for travel insurance. I'm struggling to get that because a single trip, they want to know every single country you're going to go to in Europe. And obviously I want to kind of be more flexible than that. I don't really want to have to give them, I mean, unless I give them the whole of Europe, which might be, as in like list every single country, because I can't just do the whole of Europe on a single trip. That has been the problem so far, finding travel insurance for my gadgets, for my health, for basically everything to do with stuff other than the bike, you know. I'm actually recording this without a mic, so I hope it's alright, but I'm struggling to find travel insurance. So I've been recommended this website called moneyhelper.org.uk, and you can put exactly what you need in and they will find you better premiums, basically, that are more affordable and doable. Right, it's now 11:10. I've been on the phone since 8:30 a.m. this morning, so almost 3 hours I've been on the phone for now. I'm losing my shit. But luckily I managed to find a decent insurance company that wasn't too crazy money and really friendly on the phone, which is great. I went through Staysure for £78.99 and I got an annual package, so I'm insured whenever I want to go away to Europe. Some places are excluded, but not ones that I'm going to. And this is just for like gadget cover, baggage cover, cancellation cover, health cover. Should I get sick or anything happen, it covers that. So it's, you know, I think it's quite essential to have if you're going to be in some countries which you know, aren't the UK, basically. So that's done. It's been most definitely the hardest part of this planning so far, trying to find someone that will insure me for this trip for like not crazy money. That's done. Now I can breathe. The ferry's booked. I'm going to head now to the bike shop and get the bike fixed, ready to go. They're so useful. I phoned them up a few hours ago now. It's been a long morning. And they said to bring it in today and they'll get it done. So that's great. And then I'm going to go from East London all the way across to West London to grab some stuff from Infinity. And then I'm pretty much ready to start packing. Here is how it's looking right now. So I've got the two